Hi there, folks. This is Sean Brodrick. I'm at the 2017 Metals Investor Forum, and I'm here speaking to Mr. Scott Close. Now, he's the Investor Relations Director for EMX Royalty, which you probably haven't heard of, but you have heard of the company because it was until recently Eurasian Minerals, and they're a great royalty and just a great company with projects all over the world. Could you maybe speak to viewers and just let them know what you guys are about?
Sure. Eurasian Minerals is really a prospect generator, and we use the prospect generation business model to largely organically grow our royalty portfolio. The conventional royalty business model is to write big checks for royalties. Well, that's obviously an expeditious way to build a minerals royalty portfolio, but it's very capital intensive. So in lieu of that, what we do is grow our royalty portfolio primarily through prospect generation, where somebody else is advancing our projects on their nickel, and then we hold back a royalty. And that way we're not spending our money to build that royalty portfolio. That being said, though, we do supplement our royalty portfolio with royalty acquisitions when we can find those at favorable valuations to acquire.
Okay. What are some of the good projects you guys have that would interest people?
Oh, we have a lot of very interesting projects. Our biggest things right now really are our royalties. We have a royalty called the Leeville royalty, which is on the Carlin Trend in Nevada. It covers portions of a number of new assets that Newmont has there, gold mines. And so
that's certainly in the right place. I'll tell you.
It sure is. It is. And we've got a very favorable land position there. That's cash flowing for us very nicely. Mm-hmm. And our first organically derived royalty now is beginning to pay now. And that's called Balya, which is in Turkey. That's a lead, zinc, silver mine. And I think that's going to turn into quite an ATM for us. We also have a strategic investment in Far East Russia. It's not our project, but we are the largest shareholder in the controlling entity of that project.
Which one is that? Because I had a friend visit that recently and was very intrigued by it.
Yep. That is, it's called Malmish. And that is owned 51% by IG Copper, which is an American company. It's privately held, and then it's 49% owned by Freeport-McMoRan.
Right.
So IGC, like I said, is the controlling partner there at 51% interest, and we own about 40% of IG Copper shares.
Good deal. Good deal.
And it's one of the largest ongoing copper gold discoveries in the world.
Mm. Yeah, which is good. I mean, it's nice to be the biggest. It really grabs attention when people
sure
see
does.
That kind of thing.
And this thing is really huge.
Right. So you guys changed your name, and so that has many people wondering, have you changed your focus as well, or else what's about the name change?
Yeah, over time we have changed our focus. I mean, we've always been about royalties. Through prospect generation, even very early on when we were first publicly traded in December of 2003, we always held back a royalty on any properties that we sold or partnered off. But then we thought, royalties is really where we want to be. Royalty companies typically trade at a higher multiple than mining companies in exploration. It entails a lot less risk of capital, and you take on a much shorter litany of risk. I mean, mining and exploration are very high-risk endeavors. Royalties are substantially less risky, and we like that, and less capital-intensive.
Are there any milestones that people could look forward to seeing from your company, say, over the course of the rest of the year?
Yeah. We'd like to sell our interest in IG Copper. Actually, IG Copper would like to be bought out. That's the goal there, is to monetize that opportunity. We don't know exactly when that's going to happen. We don't, we can't force someone to buy it, but we can certainly help to facilitate a sale, which we're working on now. And seeing Balya, our lead, zinc, silver royalty property in Turkey, get ramped up to a greater level of production, and that would bring in more royalty dollars into our treasury.
Great. Just before we go, let's give the folks the stock symbols.
EMX on the New York Stock Exchange MKT market, and EMX on the Toronto Venture Exchange.
Great. Thanks very much. Folks, this is one of the fascinating companies that we find at the Metals Investor Forum 2017. You guys have changed your name. You've obviously sharpened your focus. You have a lot going for you, so I can't wait to see what happens this year. It's going to be really good. Thanks for speaking to the people here.
Thank you very much, Sean.